All right, y'all, same day, same shirt. I decided to film this today as well. This is episode 2 of my salon job horror story. So episode 2 of 8. So yeah, let's get started. So this one, as you guys see by the title, $70 a day, not allowed to leave the building for any reason. I could, need lunch. I could need something from the store. I can't leave. I'm there, I'm a prisoner, basically. I don't know how that's legal, but yeah, my lunch break was 10 minutes long. No more, no less, that's it. If I wanted to get food, I had to either order out or bring a Hot Pocket every day. That's just how the cookie crumbled with him. And he said that he would control us at the end of this whole thing. Control us, what we wear, how we speak, what we do, how we live, whatever. Whatever he was talking about. Yeah, and this salon is still in business right now. I looked it up to make sure the guy's still alive. I didn't know if he would be around or not because he was old at the time, but yeah, so let's get started. The owner was an older Italian man. He seemed pretty nice at first. Not mean per se. I had other worse bosses, but it just was the rules that they had there that kind of was very I don't think they were legal, honestly. But anyway, his son worked with us as well. So of course we had to deal with the golden child. Everything he did was praised. Everything we did, we should do it like him, but we were better anyway. So in our opinion, I don't know. I actually met a really cool co-worker there. We was cool, went to her house. She was like the best thing about the job pretty much. So always meet cool co-workers at my job. It's so crazy. The one that trained me, so she did a really good job. We worked from 8:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. This job was located near Columbus Circle. That's kind of like 59th Street, a very ritzy, rich area. People that come there have money. The celebrities come there. Different people on TV shows, fashion icons, that type of stuff. They deal with those type of people. I get $70 a day. It doesn't matter if I worked 15 hours. Doesn't matter if I worked 20 hours in a day. I will still get that $70 for the day. I got paid weekly with that. So I would get that, and then I would get tips as well. So sometimes the old ladies would come over to me and kind of like it was almost like a drug deal or something. She would be like this, and she would give me $1. I was like, in my mind, lady, you can keep that $1. I don't need the dollars. Okay. Why are they doing fireworks right now? What is going on? But anyway, beside the point, ignore that. So anyway, she gave me the $1, whatever. I'm not ungrateful, but these people come from old money, new money, everything. She gave me $1. You don't have to hide it. Just give it to me or whatever. Some lady one time, I think she wrote me a $5 check. I had to go cash or whatever. Yeah. You don't always get big tips like that, but I appreciate it at the end of the day. So anyway, my job was to shampoo hair and assist the clients, sweep, bring lunches to the clients on their trays when they order stuff out. Also do a lot of laundry. I'm gonna pop in a picture here of me doing laundry at this job. And I'm also gonna pop a picture. No, I'm not gonna show you guys the actual salon, but I'm just gonna show you a picture of me doing laundry at this salon. So yeah, that was me. Every day we had to assist a different hairstylist. Some would like to assist more than others because some really were very particular. Most of them was nice for the most part. Didn't really have too much of a problem with the stylist, so that was pretty cool. They knew I was there to learn. They knew I was there to try to get on the floor like they are. Some people was there for 25, 40 years, etc. So everybody had their own style of doing clients. I had males I worked with. I had females I worked with. It just didn't matter. Everybody was there. We were allowed to eat lunch for 10 minutes. They had to bring our food or we had to order out. It's no way that I could afford to order food out every single day with having to pay rent in New York City, having to pay for a Metro card, having to get clothes to wear to work because we had to wear black every day. And I was going to be able to order food, $20, $25, because I couldn't leave to go, let's just say, to grab a $1 menu McDonald's or to grab something cheap. I couldn't do that. I wasn't allowed to do that. So I would pretty much bring a Hot Pocket. And they had this little section, a small little section outside of the salon, I don't know how you would call it, but they had tables out there. I would go sit out there and eat my lunch, my little Hot Pocket for 10 minutes as quickly as I possibly could. Make maybe one phone call, and I'm back in there until it's time for me to leave at 6:30 p.m. So from 8:30 to 6:30, I was prisoner. I could not leave the building. Is that called kidnapping? Let me know. Is that called kidnapping? Because yeah. They had a small lunchroom, but the lunchroom was so small, it would be all 10 of them in there. And I have a little corner to eat my Hot Pocket. I eat my Hot Pocket, and Jim is right here in my face. That's not a real person there, but I'm just saying. Jim is right here while I'm eating my Hot Pocket. I'm getting crumbs on his shirt at the moment. I don't like being around a lot of people. I'm a shy person, so I had to go eat by myself because it was just too much. I remember asking the boss to sign some papers for me or whatever, and he was like, he literally said, one day you won't need this. I'm gonna change you, even down to the way you wear your hair. Basically, he told both of that, me and my coworker. He was gonna change us, like who we were, how we acted, etc. I don't know what that had to do with the salon, but like, if we're creative people, we should be able to express ourselves how we want to wear our hair. This is a salon. How we want to act. Of course, we're gonna act professional, but what else do you want us to do? Just be like statues back there? Like, I don't understand. But anyway, that's what he said. I was like, I looked at her like, huh? What are you talking about? So, like I said, his son also worked there with us. Of course, he got special treatment. He also was an assistant waiting to get on the floor. He didn't have more skill than neither one of me and my coworkers, but yeah, he's the son, so he gets special privileges. I wasn't jealous. I really didn't care, to be honest, but yeah. It was more of a dead-end job, being that the way they work was you had to wait for the senior assistant, whoever was there before you, to move to the floor before you could move up. So the senior assistant, she was already there for 6 years as an assistant. Usually you're not an assistant for 6 years. I could see maybe 2 years, but 6 years is overboard. Like, I have no idea why she wasn't able to learn to school and learn what we need to learn, but you learn more in the salon. I don't know why she was there for 6 years without moving up. So I have to wait for her to move up, the girl after her. I'm last. Like, if I want to move up, I'm gonna wait 10 years to move up. Getting $70 a day for the next 10 years, I can't live like that. I know the tips is cool, the tips is good, but I have rent to pay. It's no way I can wait 6 years or 10 years to move up. I'm not sure like why that was like that, but that was very, very strange. And the clients, they were definitely brats. They had a lot of celebrity clients that came there and stuff like that. A lot of very demanding clients, and they're used to the stylists like kissing their butts pretty much. So everything they wanted, they got. I understand that they're paying, but you know, at the end of the day, you should still be respectful to us and talk to us in a way that we're humans just like you. You're not any better than us because we work and you just inherited your money. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like, I just didn't feel right watching certain interactions with people and the way they was spoke down to. And they were being as nice as they could, the workers there, and the client would still speak down to them about certain things, about the lunch that they ordered. Oh, this, that, get me this, get me that, demanding. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't know. That's just how the high-end culture is and stuff like that. And if you want to work in that, just get used to it. But still make sure that people, if you're going to work in this industry, make sure people respect you like you are respecting them. You have to give respect to get respect. That's just how I see it. So nobody's above anybody just because you have more money in your bank account and you look at us as little ants on the ground or whatever. I don't know what they was thinking in their mind, but yeah. So one day, Miss Eve, I actually had to stand at that shampoo bowl, right? I did not move. I probably washed like 50 heads that day. 50 heads. I was not able to eat lunch from 8:30 to 6:30. I could not move a muscle. There was so much people there that day. I was shampooing like crazy. I couldn't even go to the bathroom. I had to run real quick to the bathroom and run back because somebody was always waiting there for me. It was like head after head after head after head. It was crazy. No lunch break, nothing for all them hours and stuff like that. I made $150 in tips that day. That's great, but to deplete myself and not have nothing to eat in my body, that was insane. Barely could use the bathroom. That was a crazy day. Not complaining about the tips, but it was a little much. The number one rule there was do not wet the client's shirts. Sometimes it was unavoidable. It depends on if you guys ever shampoo somebody in the laying back position. It depends on them if they're laying back correctly, if their neck is in the little headrest like it's supposed to, if they move. Some clients, when you're washing their hair, they like to help you. They like to move this way. So if you're not expecting that, you're either going to spray them in the ear or you're going to wet their backs usually. So, and these clients, when they came to me, they had no cape over them. You know the cape they put on you when you're getting your hair done? No cape, just regular shirt. Just me putting a towel on the back of your neck and pushing them and laying them back and stuff like that. So the one guy, he was a little bit bigger, so I guess his neck didn't really fit in the thing. So when he got up from getting his hair washed, I was shocked. He had water from his collar down to almost his butt. I was like, wow, his shirt is soaked. He was fine with it. He had no issues. They was making such a big deal. Oh my God, sir, your shirt's soaking wet. Oh, he was like, it's okay, it's okay. So he just took his shirt off. He had a t-shirt underneath. And I said, I'm sorry, I apologize. I didn't know that was going on. I had a towel there. I don't know how it got that soaked. It was a strip. It wasn't like his whole shirt was wet, his front was wet, he was drowning, none of that stuff. But they made the biggest deal of in life. So they took his shirt, we have a washer and dryer, took his shirt, put it in the dryer for a few minutes, got it back, it was dry, he was fine, he still tipped me, and that was it. I feel like they go overboard. I understand hospitality, but you go overboard with the way that you act. You know what I'm saying? Like in that setting, in that situation. I'm the most professional that I could be. I told him, you know, I'm sorry, I apologize, but they was acting like he was on fire or something. I was like, oh my God, relax, it's okay. He's gonna come back. It's just a shirt. Like, I don't know. They took their job like over the top serious, like, whew. So overall, that job, I would say the money was okay. The thing that I could not get past was just having a 10-minute lunch break. At least, usually it's a 30-minute thing. And then me just making that $70 for the next 10 years could be. I have no clue when I would be getting on the floor, making more money. And like I said before in my video about being a cosmetologist, with the thing about you getting on the floor, I have to be able to have clients. So these people have to trust me and come to me and want me to do their hair. You know what I'm saying? So the high-end clientele, they a little iffy when it comes to them getting their hair done by a minority stylist. And that's just the truth. I'm sorry to let you guys know, but in those salons, I have dealt with people being racist towards me, not wanting me to wash their hair. And the owner themselves had to tell them, you know, I'm in a time crunch. She's my assistant and you have to let her wash your hair. They didn't want me to touch their head because I was a minority. And that was the reason why. There was no other reason why that was. And I promise you that. So I will tell you guys about that story later on in the series or whatever. But yes, so it's a lot of stuff that you deal with when you work in these salons and stuff like that. Say before I left, I learned how to shampoo a bit better, I would say. And I met a cool coworker that would stay a friend for a little while and stuff like that. So that's what I really got out of that job pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much nothing else. The money was cool. It wasn't like the best. It got me by, but like I said, I couldn't stay there for the next 10 years of my life waiting for Susie and Ann and Jan to move up before I moved up, you know? So that was the thing. You have to know when to leave and when to move on, because it was so many different salon jobs out there. I was getting jobs left and right. Like, I had the experience at these high-end places, so they like to have somebody that has experience working with high-end clientele, because that's a special thing. Like, you really have to know how to deal with these people. It's not just regular clients at McDonald's and stuff like that. You have to know how to deal with them, what they want, you know, satisfy them, this and that to the best of your abilities and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely adventure in that place. I didn't say everything that happened there. I'll be here for hours and stuff like that. I worked there probably for like maybe a year and a half. I'm not really sure. Something like that. I'm not sure. I look at my resume to see how long I worked there. But yeah, that's my story. Hopefully you guys enjoy. And the next story coming up is going to be about episode number 3. This was a job that I made $50 a day. I couldn't even afford to buy lunch. And I worked an 11-hour shift one time for $50 a day. And my client had OCD, celebrity clientele, etc. So yeah, you'll learn about that the next story time. So hopefully you guys are enjoying these stories. Let me know down below your thoughts on everything that I said, and I'll see you guys next time.